surf water at the moment, as surfing is so much a part of the Sunshine Coast culture. I love adding my own touch to people's boards and surfwear. At the moment, I am currently wood burning designs into alayas, which are traditionally Hawaiian boards, for the locals that handshake and sell them. I see this as a big opportunity to continue on into the future into the art industry. Something is defined as a habit is when you or another person does something repeatedly and are often not even aware that you are doing it. 7 habits that we have been looking at are to be proactive, beginning with the end in mind, putting first things first, think win-win, seek first to understand, then to be understood, synergize, sharpen the saw. All 7 of these habits, I would say, are good habits, as they are all about being on the ball, time-wise, getting in and doing what needs to be done, having a good and positive mindset while completing your task and having the initiative to do all the things. All 7 of these habits will be a virtue to anyone's environment. 10 principles that I have are to help anyone who needs it. Some people can I think everyone deserves help with everything. As I mentioned before my life, sometimes we can find ourselves always talking and never listening. Making a conscious effort to listen to people's advice, stories, problems and struggles, and always giving people the time of day is another principle that I have. Don't jump to conclusions and judgments. Never judge a book by its cover or by someone else's opinion. To be honest, it really frustrates and hurts me when I'm lied to. So to be honest to people is one of my big things. To be respectful of people's personal opinions, choices, discussions, decisions, and growth. To be encouraging. Encouragement is always needed in the workplace. Always to do my best and try my hardest. I think that the principles I have mentioned above are needed in any workplace or environment. To be a member of staff is to be helpful, listen to your colleagues, and give them the time of day. To not only judge them, but accept and work with them. Or to not judge them, but accept and work with them. To be honest with them, and honesty can help to resolve and avoid drama in any circumstance. To respect fellow staff, and if you're a Christian, being a Christ-like example will always be a virtue anywhere. The strengths in my chosen industry. I am a creative thinker. I don't just look at things simply and see them as they are. An example that comes to mind is one day I was just laying in Mum's room, and there was a part on the door where the paint had peeled away from age and had left the base coat of the door exposed. I had seen it so many times before, but now that I was really looking at it, the chipped paint left shapes, curves, and lines that formed the outline of a face. It had a big nose, strong but rounded chin, and was even wearing a hat. Then I looked at the same mark a different way and saw the outline of another face. This time a small nose and a bun, kind of like a little granny. I feel I take constructive criticism on pretty well. I either somehow incorporate their suggestions, change whatever needs changing, improve on what needs improvement, or take it on board for another time. I have a fascinated eye. I mean this in the sense that even though I've seen at least 1 billion trees, I can still look at a tree and be amazed and fascinated at its beauty, colour, uniqueness, subtle intricacy, and shape. The weakness in my chosen industry. I'm bad at giving my opinion, although I can take criticism, taking rejection and dealing with conflict aren't my strong points. Depending on the person and situation, when expressing your opinion, it can be rejected or can stir conflict. Both I try very hard to avoid. Which means that sometimes when my opinion would be really valid, needed, or helpful, I stay silent. Time management. Once I get on a roll with something, I become a perfectionist, which is good, but depending on what it is, may not always be time effective. As I may have other things I need to be tending to. On the other hand, if I'm not on a roll with something, or I don't feel like doing it, I won't always manage my time wisely or often get sidetracked. Getting outside my comfort zone. In art, any form of art, I think it's important that you get outside of your comfort zone and explore new mediums. I'm not one to voluntarily get out of my comfort zone. Overall, in any industry, you have your personal strengths and weaknesses. It is how you choose to use and conduct them that will either give you an advantage or a disadvantage. I think that the strengths that I feel I currently have can help me in the art industry if I conduct it properly. And the weaknesses I have are ones that I'll be able to